Sup everyone, welcome to War 5, I think, against New York Guardians. I'm recording this now while I'm out for a walk, so you'll hear traffic noises as I won't get a chance to do it later. Absman stays at home today because the silly sausages have unbanned Symbiote Supreme, bringing Jabari along, and here's me looking for Count Nefaria for ages before realising that he's on defence. And then going back to think of a counter for my first fight, which we'll obviously get to, before deciding I'm still looking for Absman. Yeah, I don't know why I kept it in for so long. But anyway, yeah, after the cut, we come back and we're going to go with Scorpion. It's the first outing for him in War. He's obviously a rank 4. He's a long-forgotten champ. I know some people will frown at that because I already know certain people are just smashing everything with him this season. But very, very good. I'm not going to say underrated because he's not. Very solid, but long forgotten as far as I'm concerned. At least for war purposes. Now we've got the super long loading screen. We're taking Absman on path 9. We're skipping Mr. Sinister. And then we're going for Karolina and Modok. The rest of Node 9, and then we're skipping the boss islands to get straight to the final bit, taking Heimdall and Imperiosa boss. Hopefully you can hear me with the bus going past me. Absman here, very, very easy fight with Scorpion. Keep in poison mode so that I am rupture immune, and we're just going to keep hitting him. We're not going to necessarily knock him down loads, because as long as he's regenning, I will steal some of it if I have the Petrify on him. So we're starting with the Power Start 1, and we're just going to parry, medium, repeat up until 2 bars, fire the L2, which will do a fair chunk of damage on its own, and then place the Petrify to steal some of his regen, which, as I think I've noticed in the past, although it wasn't in War, but a previous thought process I had was I'm only going to steal his regen as long as I have some missing health. And whilst someone has a very, very big engine and a very tiny penis, just went past me, but there we go. Yeah, as I look back at the screen, we are cooking already. But yeah, as long as I have some health missing, I will steal his regen, otherwise I don't. But while he's sort of refined, he's going to be hitting quite hard into my block, taking some chunks of my health off. Obviously I'm losing health from the bleed as well, which all plays into my favour, allows me to keep as long as Petrify's on, which it no longer is anyway. We've obviously got the poisons, which act as power stings as well, and he's down with absolute ease. Skipping Sinister, as I said, we come to section 2 with Symbiote. These are all very solid fights now, but a little bit sloppy. I'm slowly getting out of breath because I'm walking up a huge hill, and I've been out for a good hour already. But yeah, very easy fight this. Can't exactly remember how it goes, but we will see. We're going to watch it together. I haven't watched back everything yet since I did the fights anyway. Very busy weekend. Give her some buffs, wait for taking a bit of a risk by pushing her back into the light because my stagger isn't on yet and I'm not at 3 bars. Now we're okay, up to 3 bars, 100 genetic, and then we can start going to work and just cycle L3s now. I've got a 200 power back boost on, which is overkill, but I just wanted to make sure she's down and that I didn't eat any nasty specials to the face. Still ate a bit of a combo, but that's fine. And she's dead. So we can move on to the Modok fight here. I opted to use Jabari instead of Chie'Ilth, just because Jabs is a rank 4. I do prefer Jabari pre-buff. I say buff in inverted commas because I feel like it's more of a nerf. They massively, massively touched her crit rate, which is a shame, because that's where a lot of her damage came from. Some of her kit is a little bit better in terms of how she builds charges. Previously you can only build up to 6 charges from cleansing debuffs. Now there's no cap on it, which I did forget, which meant I got to the hunt quicker than I expected without realising. This second L2 already pushed me to the hut. I wasn't quite ready for it. Still hitting pretty hard. I've only got 1 point in deep wounds here, but he's going down nice and easily. Yeah, it's quite fun fighting the potato head. And knock him down, slowly bleeding out. One more hit, and there we go. Hit into block, I should say. Very, very easy. I am impressed with it. It felt pretty decent, but I still, as I said, prefer Jabari pre-buff. Now I've got Heimdall here, again post-buff. It's the first time I've fought him, and we're going with Symbiote Supreme. He's got a whole load of new kit. He's essentially anti-Nico and anti some other shit. As long as you don't poison him, that's okay. Obviously Symbiote doesn't. Just going to nullify and stagger stuff, which he's not immune to. I did make one slip up here, which we will come to. I don't want to let him get to 2 bars because if stagger isn't on and he throws the L2, there's a load of stuff, and that screws me over. I really explained that so poorly because I was quite distracted at the time. Anyway, I'm going to wait for him to get a couple more buffs. I went to hit, forgetting that he would auto-block me, and then he parried me. Should have just thrown the L3 straight away, nullified what he had. Instead I let him get chuck a combo into me, throw another L1, and we will nullify this one after the next. Yeah, from here on out it's a very easy fight. I'm just not entirely, just wanted to be careful of the auto block because I wasn't entirely sure when it does and doesn't kick in, to be honest. Big L2 absolutely smashes him. Last L3 and we nullify or stagger or whatever the indestructible, and he's gone. So there we go. My teammate takes the thing on 48, and then we can move on to Imperiosa. I took this exact Imperiosa against NYC last season. It was very clean, very nice. This one I got a little bit distracted. Wife was calling me, like physically, not on the phone, and yeah, you'll see what happens when you get a little bit distracted. Overall, it was fine. I went with indestructible here rather than the Power Start 1. Obviously didn't have Modok. She hits quite hard into block, and we are just trying to get to 3 bars here with making use of the node, because Imperiosa doesn't have tons of her own buffs. The node and tactic, I should say. Now we're at 100 genetic. That was a big crit, that hurt a lot, but we survive, and from here on out it's going to be game over. Just trying to keep out of the way. Another big L3. And now we can parry. Big L2, back to L3. And yeah, she doesn't stand a chance, and we are on the home straight now. Just gonna melt her. And that is that from me. Another solid war. Keeping things nice and clean at my end so far this season. We did lose. NYC got their own back from our win last season. That's all good. GG's to them. Thank you for watching, and bye.